market analysis, we are breaking down the history of biz ops, social media, remote education, and software solutions. And the reason for that is because we just filed the patent for the acquisition network yesterday. I believe it's the first and only social media for businesses. It's a transparent software that connects buyers, sellers, and consultants all under one roof. And we combine the elements of 4 different markets. There's a business buyer-seller marketplace to acquire companies. There's a social element where we connect buyers through group chat, messaging, and community platform. There's training from 14 different companies that we're uploading, and there's a software solution that actually helps companies reduce costs and become more productive. And we're providing all of this in one for the one-time payment of $100. And so what I want to do in the next segment of this video series, where I'm just breaking down software solutions, I'm going to teach you in it's about 7 videos how to become a software consultant. You can start a software consulting business for the one-time payment of $100, because I'm going to empower you with a product, and you'll be able to go to companies and show them how to reduce their costs with this $100 product, and you'll be able to create a business with this just alone. So now the business that we're up to in terms of analyzing is Asana. So the way I've been doing is I'm breaking down the market. So it is a work management platform that helps teams organize, track, and manage their work, right? So this company was founded in 2012. So the problem that they solve is they help companies and entrepreneurs and just people track their busy work schedule. And so the solution is the created software to track the performance of staff. And so here are some of the top features. They have a workflow builder, app integrations. They have automation for different tasks and different processes. There's a timeline, there's a calendar, there's boards, and there's forms through the website. And so this company, they charge individually for their monthly subscriptions. They charge $11 a month, and they charge $25 a month for this service. And they're generating over $348 million a month, right? That's quite a bit of revenue. And so right now they have 114,000 people with, they have 114,000 clients with 2 million paid seats that are paying for this monthly subscription. So the massive opportunity that I'm going to be able to provide to anyone that wants to get into software consulting, or if you own a business or you're an investor, is that my software that I've been developing has lots of the same features. Instead of us charging monthly per user, we can actually charge $100 one time to a company. And so what I want to do is first is show, kind of break down what Asana is offering. So here are their features, right? Workflow builder, timeline, boards, calendar, app integration, goals. They have desktop and mobile app. They have automation. And so here are all the different plans. So I'm going to click on premium. The pricing is pretty much what I showed you, right? They have the $10 a month, $24 a month. Oh yeah, sorry, it's already here. The premium is $11 a month, and so here's the pricing, right? So they have the free, they have the basic, $10, $16, $25 per seat that they charge for these features. Okay, and so yeah, what I want to do is now show you my software, the task management system that I provide, that is going to help a lot of companies save money. So I want to first show how I do task management for my university system. So if people go through my course, here's a general outline of the training, and then we have a task system based upon the customer journey. So if the person's a buyer, seller, or consultant. So for example, this guy is a consultant, Daryl, and so what we could do, we create a task where we're like, hey, Daryl, watch these videos, and then when you complete these videos, check it off. And if you have any questions, you can comment. And then I have an accountability partner that you can message and collaborate with. And so that's one example of how we can use tasks for education. You also can use tasks for project planning. So here's the virtual assistant group. So here's an example of, I have a client, his name is Chef Fresh, and he sells pastries, and he hired my team to get these tasks done. So he has my VAs working on these projects for him, and then so he has Angie and myself as observers that can collaborate with him to make sure that it's getting done. So if he has any questions about getting things completed, he can comment below. He can tag Angie, or he can tag myself. Okay, and so that's another way we use tasks. Another way is, here's like marketing. So if I want to do a project in marketing and I say like, hey, I want to build a website. I'm like, hey, I built a new website. Let's complete these steps. And then I can assign different copywriters and content creators to the project, and we can systematically get things done. And so the cool thing with these tasks are, you can say like, hey, I want to work on this logo, and you can set a deadline. You can add observers, you can add participants, you can drop them into different project buckets based upon the category of the task. And so we have all these different work groups where all these tasks are organized. And so we also have a shared CRM system where data comes in. And so say, for example, like Kevin, like he came in for the consulting offer, but say we spoke to Kevin and we found out that he wants to buy a trucking company. And so what we would do is we would add it to the trucking work group, and then we would say, hey, there's a deadline at this time. And then we might add, hey, Andre, the trucking company, hey, you really want to talk to this guy. And so we're able to use tasks to organize our CRM pipeline, and that allows us to manage the sales pipelines of several companies all in one. And so I want to show you like an example. So here's the trucking, right? So here's like our work group for the trucking. Here's a pipeline of 60 companies that we're following up with that are all interested in trucking. And so we're able to take notes on them. Salespeople are able to qualify them, and we have access to their phone number and email and can speak to them directly. So our task system goes beyond what Asana is providing, because we also have the CRM element as well. Our system also allows us to oversee staff. So here's like my assistant. I could see like what's she getting done, so here's what she's doing this week. And so I could see like if she's on track, if she's not. You can also use the same system to oversee sales tasks. So you can see a consultant following up with different leads, taking notes on the different conversations, and we can use that as a pipeline process. So you can see here, like here's an example of one of our clients. And so we're like, hey, here's an example of a lead that we're speaking to. And so we also have this bucket system for accountability. So if you see business acquisitions, for example, give me a second. I have it in the favorites, so I can find it. So here's like a pipeline specifically for a client. So I just followed up with him today, and he wanted to know, he's like, all right, how many people are in our pipeline? And I could say, hey, Quincy, we have 12 people like on the chopping block that are really interested in this. Like, hey, this one client, he's an estate planner, and he works directly with a bunch of celebrities. And I can add him and say like, hey, Quincy, you should definitely check this guy out. And he could actually like log in and reach out to him. And so all of these features that I'm showing you with this task management system, we are offering for just the one-time payment of $100. And so that's why with what I just showed you, I can show anyone who wants to be a software consultant how for $100 you can start a consulting business, because I want to put it into perspective of, right? So this company is charging $10 a month per user. Say you found a company that you're speaking to that has 30 employees. So 30 times 11, they're paying $300 a month for just their task management. So you could go to that same person and be like, hey, 30 times 100 is 3,000. So they're paying 300 a person. You do 330 times 12. That's right, 4,000. So we're saying, look, 3,000 one time, you never have to pay again, and like forever, and you can keep adding unlimited users. And realistically, with our service, because we have the $100 offer, if someone was coming on in bulk with like 30 users, 50 users, hundreds of users, we can give discounts. So that's an example at the premium. At the business level, say someone had 50 employees, times 25, right? They're paying 125 a month, and that is times 12 is 15,000 a year for their task management. So we could say to those same people, like, look, $50, $100 one time, 15,000 one time, and now you never have to pay for your task management again. So you could see, so instead of a company paying 15,000 a year for a recurring service, they could pay a one-time fee and just no longer have to pay anymore. And so the consultant that sets that up, he gets paid 50% on securing that deal, and he can go to other companies and provide case studies and show how he reduced the cost. We can show how the software was able to help companies become more productive, because we have more than just the tasks. We have company pulse readers. We can see the productivity of what people are doing all within the app. We can make people clock in, clock out. It's a very robust software, and we're providing it for just the one-time payment of $100. And that's why I wanted to do a market analysis, kind of just showing what the market is currently paying for in regards to the software. And like I said, this company is doing really well. They're generating $348 million a month, have over 2 million paid seats with this monthly subscription model. And like I said, we have a service where we don't need to charge a monthly subscription. It can just be a one-time payment of $100. We give them access to a very robust platform, and we can help companies become more profitable and efficient. So I hope you saw great value in this market analysis. As I mentioned, we're breaking down 4 different markets: the business marketplace, like buyer sellers. We're breaking down the history of social media, remote education, and software solutions, and how for the one-time payment of $100, we can give a customer access to all 4 of these products and industries through a universal platform. And so if you're interested in learning more about the Acquisition Network, feel free to visit us at acquisitionnetwork.io. Click the link below. It's just a one-time payment of $100, and you get access to the entire product that I just demoed to you. So I hope you saw great value in this market analysis, and I'll see you on the next one. As always, it's all done, and the future of doing business is now.